Welcome to House of Judah, the Cathedral of Praise, a place where your potential is released and your destiny maximized. You have been called to greatness. A dynamic destiny awaits you at Pomcroy House, 387 London Road, Croydon, CR03PB. Your host, Bishop, and this is Michael Hutton.
Where God isn't, there is no vision. And where there is no vision, the people perish. And where there are no people, the vision perish. Environment is important in manifestation of your potential.
Join us every Sunday from 11 a.m. and your life will never be the same again. Releasing potential, maximizing destiny. House of Judah, the Cathedral of Praise, where your potential is released and your destiny maximized. From the Leader's Factory comes Leadership Secrets with Dr. Michael Huttonwood, designed to help you maximize your potential with principles that guarantee proven results.
Knowing and cultivating certain attitudes about yourself will give you the mindset you need to develop your leadership potential to the fullest and fulfill all that you were born to be.
Join Dr. Michael Huttonwood for Leadership by Creativity, Principles for Success, Secrets for Creating Change, and much more.
You are born to lead. Jesus came to restore you back to leadership. Get back your leadership position. Let the earth know that you were here.
Join your host, Dr. Michael Huttonwood, a man on a mission, and experience a destiny-changing encounter with today's message on Leadership Secrets.
Whether you are rich or poor, because we have a lot of millionaires in this house, whether you are rich or poor, there's still room for more, because there are still more people to be a blessing to. As you are aware, blessing is not for keeping, blessing is for giving out. You don't get blessed to keep, you get blessed to bless. He said unto Abraham, the new covenant is, I will bless you and make you a blessing. And he said, the highest is that in you shall all the families of the earth be blessed. So until families are eating from your hand, you are not blessed yet. Giving tithe and offering here and there is no achievement, it's obedience. Giving tithe and offering in your church is not an achievement. As a matter of fact, years ago when I was an associate pastor, I made a dangerous statement. It had just occurred to me, so let me make it now. When you pay tithe, you haven't done anything. What do I mean? Give me your red face towel. Who does this belong to? So when I give it back to you, have I done anything? Have I done you? Have I give this? Who does this belong to? You. You are sure? It's not mine? You sure? So when I give it, if I come to you and I say, this, happy birthday, here, what will you do? It's mine. You are doing juju thing. If I give back to somebody what already belongs to him or her, I haven't done the person any favor. So if I give you back your face towel, I haven't given you a birthday present. A birthday present must come. Now, when you give God your tithe, you are giving him back the 10% that is already his. So when you pay tithe, you haven't done God a favor. You haven't done your church a favor. You have done yourself a favor by giving back to somebody what belongs to them before they catch you. So just in case there's anybody here or watching me thinking that when you tithe, you are helping your church, you are the maddest person on the planet. Anytime you give back to somebody what already belongs to him, you haven't done the person any favor. You actually haven't done anything. You have just returned to the person what was originally theirs. Come on, say, I hear. Your I hear didn't sound correct. Some of you are already disappointed from the first statement. I thought I was doing God a favor. At least let them clap for me for bringing the 10%. No, you just gave back to the owner of your life. What he has indicated from the beginning, the tithe is the Lord's. He didn't say it's for you. He gave you a job. He gave you some allowances. And he said, the 10% of everything you get is mine. That is why God killed Achan and his whole family. You see, anytime you don't tithe, we are in a month of financial recovery. So tithe, you hear it continuously. So just settle down now. I make no apologies when it comes to talking about tithe and offering. It's part of the gospel. And it's the cardinal key for your recovery. He said the tithe is the Lord's. When I give back your car key to you, I haven't done you a favor. So when you give the tithe back to God, 10%, it is the Lord's. That's why I said bring the tithe and offering into my storehouse. And prove me now. If I don't open the windows of heaven and pour, when you bring me what is mine, I will give you what is mine. When you bring me, when you respect me enough to bring me what is mine, I will give you what is mine. You haven't done me a favor. You're just returning, just the sign of respect to give me back what is mine. I will favor you. What a good deal. I mean, look at that. Give me the towel. I give it to you. And then you decide because I gave it to you, you remove your watch for me. I mean, how abnormal is that? Are you here? I just gave back to you what is yours. So, tithe is just a privilege you have to give to attract or exchange your own for his own. So that's why tithing and offering is not a religious donation you give in church. Tithing and offering is a spiritual transaction. It's a business transaction between you and God to exchange your physical for his supernatural. Come on, say, I hear you, sir. You're not doing him a favor. I give you back your glasses, and you decide because I brought you back your glasses, you give me your Rolex watch too. Now, where do you find this on this planet? Where you go and give somebody back what belongs to them, and they give you another thing, which is more precious too? Where do you find it? You can only find it with God. You are exchanging your natural for his supernatural. You are exchanging your impossible situation for his possibilities. Raga. First shocking statement I'm bringing. Second shocking statement. When I was coming, I had a shocking statement to bring, but you got the first one. So tell your neighbor, when you tithe, please be bold enough to tell them. They need to hear it. This church, we know so much about tithe and offering that we can literally preach it even in our sleep. Now tell them, when you tithe, you haven't done anything. You have just brought back to God the owner of your life, the one who made you. You are just giving back to him what was already his. So don't clap for yourself. Please get it. There's no need for you to get upset. It doesn't work here. Especially on this subject. When it comes to the subject of prosperity, I make no apologies whatsoever. I mean, there's no apology in my blood or in my veins. None. When I go to churches and I'm talking about tithe and offering, I don't ask permission from the pastor. I just zoom. I just zoom. I take authority as an apostle of prosperity. I zoom in. And the results show in people's lives. It will show in your life. Second statement. Some of you will be shocked by this. It's not what you earn that makes you rich. It's the blessing of the Lord that makes you rich. It's not what you earn. It's not your salary. It's not your wages. It's not how hard you work. It's not the long hours you work, and it's not the place you work. You can be working in Buckingham Palace, White House, Downing Street, Osu Castle, Abuja Castle. You can still be working next to the president and be poor. It's not what you earn. It's not where you work that makes you rich. It's the blessing of the Lord that makes you rich. Come on, rise up and clap your hands. what you earn. Some people say, let me make 50,000. You'll be more broke. Oh, yeah. If you don't tithe and you don't know financial management and you don't know the purpose of money, you can be earning 100. Look at that. Hey. Let me go to America now. How many of you haven't heard of Mike Tyson? All the millions of dollars he earned, where they is? Preach with me, Jamaica man. Mike Tyson beat everybody. Whip everybody, make all the $1 million young age, boy. Where the million the boy get, boy? How many of y'all haven't heard of pop stars who died, bro? Where the millions? How many of y'all haven't heard of people who won millionaire, who wants to be a millionaire, and they broke up in their marriage? Is that prosperity? It's not what you earn. It's not what you get. It's not what is in your bank account that makes you rich. It is the blessing of the Lord that makes you rich. Please get it. And what brings the blessing is the tithing and offering and obedience. So if the blessing is not on your job or where you are working or on your finances, zero. What makes things happen is the blessing on what you are doing. So if the blessing is not there,
Generating Finances for Ministry, the new book by Dr. Michael Hutton. Finance for Ministry is guaranteed only by running with and preaching his message and not yours. Going where he sent you, not where you prefer.
your divine provision is guaranteed at the place where God has commanded you to be. So it's very crucial that you discover where God has assigned it to be. When you are in God's location, doing what God has called you to do, your provision is guaranteed. Struggle, toil, suffering, and all those things are permanently eliminated when you find yourself in God's appointed location.
Having absolute dependence on God as your source and operating as commanded and consistent practicing of the covenant, i.e. the law of sowing and reaping for both the minister and the ministry. Generating finances for ministry. Learn golden nuggets such as: your wages for bearing the mind of God is paid by the one who sent you. And remember, you are sent to the people and not by the people. And if heaven sent you, then expect heavenly funding. A must for every minister of the gospel. Order your copy today. Please call, write, or visit our website using the information on your screen.